Hey guys, what's up? I am in Vegas for the very first time. And this is Clint. You guys know him, Clintus.
Hi.
This is what Vegas looks like, huh?
This is like the ugly back of Vegas.
I see lots of mountains and lots of cars. And it looks like this used to be a desert and someone tried to fix it up, basically. With a lot of money.
Pretty much. Yeah, all the pretty stuff's over there.
Okay.
There's the strip.
I don't know if you guys see it. There might be glare for you, but we'll go check it out. You guys hang out with us for today. So Clintus is speaking at NAB New Media Expo, and I am also. You guys can hang out with us. I got my pass. Look at my speaker pass, my VIP pass, everything. So this is my first time here. What is NAB/NMX?
So it's technically two different conferences. NAB or NAB has always been more of the like professional broadcasting,
like television
I think it's National Association of Broadcasters. I think is what it stands for.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about like new technology in the broadcasting and TV industry. And then New Media
radio?
Expo.
Is that radio too?
I think it is. Yeah,
I think it's radio and TV.
And the new
like
media,
old school stuff.
yeah. Well, and they've transitioned in the new technology and 4K and all that stuff like that.
Right.
But then New Media Expo, I think it started with like.
Wasn't it Blogger World at first, and then it transitioned?
They transitioned, yeah. And it's always been two separate conferences. It still is two separate conferences. This is the first year where they've NAB invited New Media Expo to join them. And so now it's one big thing.
Yeah. So I am on the New Media Expo thing, talking about promoting yourself. Because a lot of you guys, I think, know this, but I was full time on my blog for a few years before coming over to YouTube. So talking about audience development from both blogging and YouTube online video stuff. That's today. And then tomorrow I'm talking about how you monetize, how you make money. How do you support a family off of this stuff? Clintus does.
Yep.
And we do too. So if you guys don't know Clintus, you should check him out because links is below, right? It's to youtube.com/Clintus.
Yes.
Check this out, guys. The Canon setup here. This is the Canon booth. And you can like use all these cameras right here, and actually like these people are like acting and pretending to do stuff. So you can actually shoot like actual people while testing the cameras out. I just confirmed with the lady who works here that their job, those two girls in the Jeep, it is their job to unload the Jeep and then reload it all day. They unload it, see? She goes, she stacks it up, and then once it's empty, that's like, it's gotta be the most mind-numbing job, I would think. Just to sit here and look pretty for cameras. So we're gonna sit in a session now called How to Create Clickable Content Without Selling Your Soul. And you guys see those posts on like Facebook, or it's like 3 ways that something happened to someone. The third reason will blow your mind. That type of stuff. It's all just kind of cheesy. But the reason people do that is because it works, right? So have you ever done anything cheesy like that?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? I have too. And it's actually working really well for me. I did a video on you won't believe this trick for getting more YouTube views. And it's doing really well. And the reason why it's doing well is because the actual video itself is about clickbait titles. And so I used a clickbait title in a video talking about clickbait titles. And so it's working well. But it's always like, I don't want anyone to feel dirty, after they've clicked. They're like, oh, that was...
Well, see, my thing is, again, being daily vloggers, like in one day, I could have like 6 things happen, right? So it's like, how do I pick that one title and that one thumbnail? So I picked the title/thumbnail that would get the most clicks to get them at least into the video.
Sometimes I do it the other way I do it. Sometimes, just so you guys know, maybe you figured this out. And Shay does this a lot too, Shay Carl. But you find like a good moment towards the end of the vlog, and you title it and thumbnail after that, so people keep watching like the full thing, waiting for that moment that they clicked to find. So that works if you guys want to know little insider secrets of vloggers and how we watch their videos.
Man. Don't tell me your YouTube secrets.
I hope none of you guys ever feel tricked, or when you watch our videos anyway. But hopefully this session will help us learn how to actually present value in a way like we're actually doing justice to teaching the value that we're providing. That's what I'm kind of hoping to get out of this. Time to go to my session. Starts in 4 minutes. I'm running late because I couldn't where it was. We're on the other side of the building, but it's over here in conference room number 9. So it starts in 3 minutes now. I haven't even showed up yet.
We have Tim Schmoyer, who is a YouTube expert, and he has his own company. And we have Adam Reimer, who is the president of Nerdist Industries.
I don't think we can no longer just really talk about this is what our podcast is about. This is what our YouTube channel is about. This is what our blog or business or whatever. Like, we can't just stick on this is the what. I really think you really need to push it a layer deeper, especially if you're targeting young people. It's got to go more towards the why does this matter. You have to give me a reason to care about this, and that's that's a really hard thing. Like, why does your company matter? Like, what difference does your podcast make to the world? Like, why should anyone care about your YouTube channel? And really digging into that is like really hard. You gotta be like really honest and do a lot of gut level checks with that. A couple things happen. One, it forms like an emotional connection, between the person. Like, they understand not just what you do, but why you do it. There's an emotional connection that takes place, and it makes it easier for them to think about you, to gravitate towards you. And even people who might not otherwise be interested in what you do, but they know why you do it, and they share that belief system with you. It's over, guys. I started I was out of breath because I was running, and I just sat down, and then did I say the first couple questions I answered, were they I just going really good, just going really, really, really fast?
You got a lot. Yeah.
I felt like I was just talking super fast without breathing, and then I was like, okay, I've been talking for a long time.
You're trying to get all your information.
And I was like, let me just stop talking, and I was like, oh, so whatever. It went okay. I think it went okay. Did it go okay?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Cool. So this is definitely I felt the questions and the other answers were different than a VidCon. The people here have a different perspective of YouTube and audience stuff and goals and everything. So it's different than talking to a YouTube creator crowd. These are all business people, so they think about YouTube and things differently than I do. So some of it makes me feel really? That's not what I would do at all. And then other things I'm like, oh, that's an interesting way of thinking about it, So it's different. I guess it's good to be stretched a little bit and challenged in some things there, I guess. We're at a session where we're talking about advertising.
Ultimately, it's just saying,
way over my head. Mostly television advertising. So I'm kind of tracking Clintus. Has a question he was asked. He's waiting for his turn to ask a question.
I make YouTube videos. I make a living making YouTube videos based on the ad revenue that I get, and I also do 2 or 3 brand deals a month where I personally make an ad for a brand, and it's either ran as an embed on one of my videos, or it's ran as through Google AdWords across my channel. We saw this with music when iTunes came out, the whole Napster thing, printing with the whole iPad and digital stuff. Why do you guys feel like the TV industry is dragging its claws when clearly the data online gives them everything they want, everything they need?
I'll give you a short answer and let these guys figure it, because they didn't have to. Okay, buying television is always is the default, and television as a medium for buying advertising is always the highest order. It's sight, it's sound, it's motion, it's the most impactful. It's been proven time and time again, and it's been very well honed. As I said before, it's a great business. So there is no incentive to change.
Gotcha.
The change that you're starting to get now, and you see that's palpable in this conference, probably more palpably than last year even, is that it's holy cow time, right?
Did your question get answered in that panel from those guys?
I got a thumbs up from the young guy.
It was kind of more like a statement than a question, but I think they were like, yeah, we just don't know.
I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. Why are they dragging their feet in it? They're like, and they don't have to. That's why. They don't have to.
We get enough money without you, YouTube people. Yeah, whatever. Here's another person whose job it is just to sit all day for cameras. So you can sit there and... That's a cool set though. I kind of want to shoot an interview or something on it just so I could say I've been on a real set before. That's cool. You're a special somebody at this event when you get to have meetings up on top of roofs. There's actually a bunch of booths here that have top second floor meeting rooms and offices and
things
like
they're
that.
They're in the middle of a bubble. They're in the middle of a glass cage.
Yeah, it's like the Apple store in New York. Kinda. Man.
It's like doing a show or something.
I'm pretty sure you need to have a black suit and have lots of money to be up in one of those places, though. Doing a quick FaceTime with my kids before they go to bed. Good night, Hannah. Love you.
Last night I was crying for Daddy.
You were crying for me last night? Aw, are you okay?
The first night when we dropped you off at the airport.
Yeah, but you're gonna be okay now, right? Okay, good. Love you.
I got my teddy bear.
Okay, I only have 4% battery left. My phone's gonna die. Let me say good night to mommy.
Alright, I'm here.
Alright.
Love you.
Love you. Apparently a big deal here every year is they have some big television awards or something. So INAB or something like that. So here's everyone dressed up, getting ready to go down the red carpet, take their pictures and everything. I did not bring a suit or anything fancy. Neither did Clintus.
I don't own a suit.
Actually, I think I have one, but it's like way back in the closet. So I don't think we're up to code to join these fancy people, but that's okay because we're gonna go hang out with cool people instead, right? Not the pretty people. We're downtown Las Vegas, right? Getting out and about. Going out in the town. We're gonna go meet with some people, as I told you guys, some podcaster people. But first, we gotta find out this place. But it just feels like to be outside in air rather than like in convention centers and halls, you know, where it's like tons of crowded people. This feels good. We found our people. We're hanging out. Hi guys. For anybody who's here, you know him. So this is Chris, right? Tell us about your show.
It is the Cerrone Show, where I do it with that lovely lady over there.
With Lacey. You guys are on the show together.
Yeah.
I've been on their podcast, so it was really cool. That's why I'm telling you guys about it.
One of the best rated ones ever, done by Mr. Tim. We just interviewed like the most coolest people that we could find. That's it.
Yeah, and they talk about like business stuff sometimes. They talk about life stuff sometimes. What else do you talk about?
YouTube, sushi, literally just having a good time.
Yeah, it's a cool show. So you guys should check it out if you're like interested in that type of stuff. Where would they go to find it?
CerroneShow.com.
CerroneShow.com. So I'll put a link to it below. You guys can go check it out. We're going into a video game lounge. We're gonna watch lots of video game people. Oh man, look at all the little, it's like old school arcade games is what it is. Look at all of them. That's cool. I found Wreck-It Ralph, Donkey Kong. Look, Wreck-It Ralph. My kids are gonna love that. It's like all these old school games from when I was a little kid. Like you got Frogger, you got like Burger Time. Yeah, they got like Mortal Kombat up there, which I wasn't allowed to play when I was a kid, but they got it here. I don't know, it's cool. Like all these old school like quarter games that you play as a kid. Now like a lot of bars, they have like sports stuff up on the screens. Well, here they got like the video games, like old school video games up on all the screens. You watch people play games. Time to go to bed, guys. It's late. Well, it feels late for me. Local time, it's only like 11:15, but for me, that's like 2:15 in the morning. One of the things I talk about a lot with the guys who you just met over when we were hanging out, they're all like podcasters, and so I talk with them a lot about like I'm thinking about setting up my own podcast. And I think just like getting all that information and learning from all them, like we're sitting around talking, like I think that like alone is like what make trips like this like worth it. You know, it's not necessarily hanging in a hotel with Clintus, even though that's cool as he edits his vlog. Actually, it doesn't look like editing, it looks like Social Blaze.
I'm still downloading my clips for my wife. Not
there you go.
Yet. I gotta edit my vlog next. I'm waiting for you.
Yeah. So, but I think that's what makes this kind of stuff valuable, even coming to places like this, is meeting people who have areas of expertise that they can contribute to you, you can contribute to them, and everyone leaves like, oh, like that wouldn't have happened if I had just been like searching the internet, trying to read articles about it, you know, like sitting down and actually talking about it with people is like really helpful. So anyway, that's why I like doing stuff like this. And like the other thing about it is like you can't plan it, you know, like you just don't know it's gonna happen. It's like, oh, that's you, like you know that stuff, great, let's talk about it. And it's hard to know beforehand, before coming to events like this, if it's going to be worth it to you. Like it always is, but you just don't know what the value is going to be going into it until it happens. You're like, oh, so worth it. So anyway, I'm rambling. I'm tired. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out. And we got another day coming up tomorrow. I got another panel, and we'll be hanging out with Clintus and doing other stuff too. So again, check out his channel. It's linked up below if you guys want to check out their daily vloggers over on their channel with him and his family. And then you just got an RV, like a camper, a trailer, right? So people can go check that out.
Yes, we got a travel trailer. Lots of adventures this summer. Can't wait.
Sweet. Go check them out, link below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I just got these two out. We're not going to do these two yet because my bottom one took a lot to get out. So he said I got really good, healthy bones, but that also causes an issue getting it out. I feel really funny right now.